2.
My name is Tina.
And today we are going to be looking at a very specific part of the First Amendment, which is religion. We decided to go and interview a bunch of people from our schools just to get their opinions and how they really feel about, a lot of things having to do with religion.
We're going to be asking questions ranging from school prayers to school subsidizations of specific religions on issues that we found were relevant and we experienced in our high school life. Should we look at those interviews?
Let's do it. Hi, this is 2 reporting live from the field with a couple questions we have today for Isa. So first question is, how would you feel if you walked into your math class and you heard Christian music playing in the background and biblical references all over the board?
My honest opinion about this is that I would not really care because I feel like everyone has their own freedom, and if they want to listen to that, that's all right by me.
Okay, so do you feel like it affects your rights? Do you think it violates anything?
No, personally, I don't think it does, but there's other people who might oppose this.
So you just wouldn't be fazed at all?
Not at all.
All right, thanks, Alan. And my question for him is, how would you feel if the school funds got cut back from everything? Sports, food, the funds just got cut back to support a Hindu club.
Yeah, I don't think I like it very much. I mean, a lot of more people are into sports than the Hindu club. And, I think just money into sports would be better.
Do you feel like the fact that it's a Hindu club violates your rights in a way because it's religious and you feel like religion shouldn't be practiced that way?
Yeah, I mean, school and state, not school and state, religion and state should be separated, so you shouldn't take money away from regular stuff for Hinduism.
Thank you, Dallin.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm here with Lexi, and we're just going to be asking you a couple questions. How do you feel about the fact that during football season, as a team, the football team would together have a team prayer?
Well, from like a third party type of view, I don't think it really affects me in any sort of way, and then I feel like it kind of like joins them as a team, and I don't know, it doesn't really affect me.
Okay, how would you feel if you were a member of the football team, but you weren't a member of the LDS religion, and you were forced to participate in this prayer after every game?
I would feel kind of like forced upon. Like, I don't think that they should be able to push things like a certain religion on someone that doesn't have those same beliefs and make them do a prayer that they necessarily don't really want to partake in.
Would you feel uncomfortable or like your rights were being violated in any way?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, thank you so much.
I'm here today with Corey, and I have a couple questions for you. So first of all, you said that you are Jewish, right?
Correct.
Do you ever feel like you can't practice your religion at school, or that you kind of feel like an outsider at school for being Jewish at all?
No, I kind of feel like a superstar, honestly. I mean, everyone's all freaking out that I'm a Jew because I'm rich and stuff. But other than that, no, it's not really affecting my school time.
Okay, and do you feel like there are just kids in the school who practice their religion too much? Do you feel like it affects you in any way, like other kids' religion?
Personally, yes, I think that school should not be able to allow seminary to be considered as a class because that takes away from school time. But people who practice their own religion too often doesn't really affect me because it's their life. They need to do what they want to do with it, and I have nothing against them. So.
All right, thank you so much, Corey.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm standing here with Gano, and we're just going to ask him a couple questions about the First Amendment. How do you feel about students praying openly in public schools?
Well, I think it's perfectly fine because obviously the First Amendment gives us our freedom of religion. Though we don't expressly have the freedom of expression of religion, that freedom of religion is not impeding anyone else's freedom because we're praying, but we're not forcing anyone else to pray. So we should be able to use our rights and to express ourselves.
Do you feel like a public prayer in school would affect you or violate your rights in any way?
A public prayer, depending on the type. If it's just a couple of kids getting together deciding to pray, I'm not a part of that, that's fine. I don't need to do that, especially if it's not my religion. It's a different thing if it's the school hosting the prayer because then it's the government institution forcing you to pray, and then you may not be part of that religion and you can feel awkward. So it depends on who's the one instigating the prayer.
How do you feel about some religions that don't allow people to participate in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I think the Pledge of Allegiance is arbitrary, and the use that we have for it now is not its original use. And the Pledge of Allegiance that we have now was created during like the 60s or something when people just want to increase patriotism. So I think it isn't very important. So if someone doesn't want to say it, they shouldn't.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so our results showed a lot about our school and stuff. I expected more people to be, kind of like, I feel like our school is so LDS and it's like centralized all for LDS kids and stuff, but we found that a lot of people weren't actually fazed by other religions and that their practicing of their own religion wasn't really interrupted or anything.
Yeah, most people or students generally aren't bothered by publicized practice of religion unless it affects or targets them as an individual.
Yeah, for example, like Dallin, he said that, he wouldn't care if there was like a Hindu club, but if it like took funds from the school away from sports and stuff, then it would affect him, and it's not right that like our school would be funding a religion.
I think one of the most relevant interviews was the one with Lexi, because when we asked her how she felt about prayer after football games, she was indifferent. She wasn't opposed to it. She was just, that's their thing and that's what they do. But when I put her in the position of being a part of the football team and not being a part of that religion, then she felt, oh, well, I don't think that's right. So when people are put in that position, that's when they believe that something is wrong. But when they're just witnessing it as a third-party opinion, they feel that they're just uncaring.
Yeah, so unless it's like someone else's religion is affecting them directly or they're forced to be practicing something they don't believe in, that's when they feel like they're targeted and stuff. But for the most part, if they're just like watching someone practice their religion, it's totally fine and cool. And that's how we're school. That's it. Thanks so much for watching.
We had a lot of fun.